Why don't we get started? The DC Cup is back in town. And you know what that means. Pain. Pain and more pain. Courtesy of K9 and Yummy. And Draco Tail to some extent. That depends on who goes first. Okay. But... oh yeah, I forgot about... Radiant Typhoon, that's the name. Not Raging Typhoon, Radiant Typhoon. What are you? Okay, I'm gonna watch this replay out of pure curiosity on how this works. Unfortunately, it's against Radiant Typhoon, the deck that thrives off of popping back row. But still. What? Just gonna lower it slightly in the music slightly in my ears. Okay. Excuse me. We are going first. We opened Back Jack, Golden Lord, Foolish Barrel of Goods, followed by and Daruma Cannon. We are going first. Let's see if we can do anything really. Foolish Barrel of Goods. That's bait for Ash. We're not cold buying that. Instead, they hit us with Maxi. That we go transaction rollback, set the blackjack, set to pass. Vision, draw 2, discard 1, discarding the trap card. Sven, board Chant. Chant, is to activate, get Lamb. Battle phase, beats over the blackjack. For Eldon. They set to pass. That's Lady Labyrinth. Followed by on the backjack. That's backjack is only during the opponent's turn. It's the banish effect, right? During your opponent's turn, yes. They needed to do that during the end phase of last turn. So they add Mystical Silksong Typhoon off of Eldem. Go for Radiant Typhoon. The Aru. Get another MST. MST. Targeting the called by on the Eldem. Ooh, Twin Tempest, Celestial Thunder. Then apply the following effect. Bounce all spells and traps. Gets Destructive Daruma Cannon out of the way. Unfortunately, I don't think... can they respond to that? Your opponent can respond to that. They might just not have, for whatever reason. And it would not have mattered. They would have faded like 300 damage, but still. They take a whole heap of damage down to 2,900. Ooh, got Arias, Eldritch. Send that and Daruma Cannon to send the Radiant Typhoon Mat. And we are passing. We can use the transaction rollback to fade the battle phase, flip everything face down, MST to pop their own back row, popping the... oh, but that gets Radiant Typhoon Rosea, gets to add the Sven, gets to add the MST, and 22 for game. I suppose I should not have expected as much as I did from Duelist Day. GG regardless, but this deck, it looks like it either pops off or does nothing, and we saw the version that does nothing. And yeah, two of every, except for, of course, Sanguine. Yeah, okay, the thing is, I don't know how to feel about this deck. Because, like, on one hand, this is very clearly, like, constructed with an idea of basically just traps turbo. But they also just kinda... It's very reliant on the opening hand being like the starter traps. Stuff like Big Welcome, Welcome, Sanguine to some extent. Trap Trick, can. Trapaholic. Not really Trapaholic. Like Temple of the Kings, Treasures of the Kings. Only one Ariana. And we're playing double Anubis. Some of them feel, okay, granted some of them do feel more like budgetary cuts rather than actual thought-out engine requirements. An interesting deck, so to speak, but I don't think a good one. It needs a lot more consistency for it to be anywhere close to playable. Okay. Now, it is Duelist Cup time. Now, oh, I mean to do new. I want to go for a... Is I want to play Sulfur for this event. I want to see how far I can get with Sulfur. You know what? Why not try it out? I am still missing the third happiness. Like, I'm still playing Soul of the Supreme King, even though I kinda shouldn't. And, like, Droll doesn't do a lot against really most of the top decks, outside of specifically Mitsurugi. Even then, they can very easily play around that. Well, I guess Droll is more of a cross-out target, I'll be honest. I can afford to add the third Fulas, sure. Let's see what we get out of a relatively lower bracket. Going first. Seems Charmy's after adding the third. If I took out the third Mulcharmy at some point during deck building, just to... Okay. Okay, we have full combo. Out through XC. Okay. We have a line. Electromite. We do die to Nibiru, though, to be fair. Zork, and then add Kulia. Remora is nice. Let's go for the Promethean loop. Astrograph. For the final Coolia, I'll need to add the Solvegia. Go for Beyond. Let's grab the Odd Eyes Pendulum Graph. I kind of realized my mistake. Okay. I can, because that's to affect monsters. I can still do this. I just kind of waste a Musica. Worst part is this realistically just is not a good deck. Shoot, sure. That's bait for talents, I imagine. Add a DDD. I can draw. After this, I can draw, which makes their turn immediately harder. Okay. Okay. Just need to complete 2 more duels and then Ritual Xyz or Synchro a couple more times. So I'm gonna see how far I can get with this deck though. I think I just die. That's obvious bait for Ash Blossom, but I'll take it. Send the set. How do I actually out a Mikonko board, though? Fire Dance. I guess Supreme King? Hand or grave, especially a monster from your opponent's graveyard, but negate their effects. That's Tsunaki for... Oh, okay. I should have Duelist. Go return to the hand. Yeah, they would have had a 100 attack point beater as opposed to a 0 attack beater. No, it's the 100 attacks that gets you. Hang on. Okay, in before Droll. Discard the Duelos. Let's just get a Kulia. I get a full combo here, don't I? I can get Solfegia. I actually should have grabbed Gracia then. Yeah, I should have grabbed Gracia, that's my bad. Ooh. I made a big mistake, actually. Hang on. I need to actually think out this line, then. Okay, I can go... Clear the void with IP. Okay, hang on. Okay. I think I need... Oh. I needed to not special summon the Coolia, that was my mistake. Destroy Promethean. I get another Coolia. Okay, so I need to go... I actually can go beyond the Pendulum. with these two. Get another Solfeggia. I made numerous mistakes this turn, but I seem to be clawing it back. I can go for Astrograph plus Coolia, and another Coolia just because. Okay, I can destroy these two. That's something. Go equip spell from your. Do I just clear the board? Oh, and I have lethal. As long as they don't. Okay, hang on. I'll droll in Lockbird here, since it doesn't really matter. Go to battle. Okay, no Nibiru, we win. GG. The fact that I was even remotely close to losing that is unfortunate, but... Granted, I wasn't playing against the most competent opponent. I don't think they really understand how Mekonko functions. But, if this is Scareclaw, that's going to be a problem. I don't know who is playing Scareclaw in the year of our Lord 2026, but if that's Scareclaw, that's a problem. Okay, we can go Primora. Primora. We do have protection, though. Okay. I actually wonder what they were playing. And if they thought I might have been playing, like, Yummy Soul Chord or something. Right, I can't see what they're playing in Duelist Cup. Which I get, but I don't. I don't understand why you can't see what the opponent is playing. Duelist Cup, one of the... I don't want to try another deck, though. What's a deck that has a built-in trap card outside of Sharks? A built-in good trap card, so to speak. I could also do Lunalight. That might be fun. Well, I need to Xyz or Synchro. Punk will be fun. Okay. Ash Blossom. Okay. That's my only point of interaction. Ideally, this would be imperm, but Camellia works, or Ash Blossom works for Camellia. Is this runic? This better not be runic. Of course, we get Maxi. Serene Psychic Girl. Imperm. Special summon a level 4 or lower imperm. Blah. Cannot speak. Alright, please let that not be... Oh, no called by. Okay. No Ash either. That's for Mole Cricket. Okay, yeah, I can banish the Extra Almond. Or to get a Psychic Minister. Gets Chameleon and a Sunflower. How do I actually out this board then? Because that's actually going to be a problem. Ooh, fun. Mole Cricket. You can only use each effect once per turn. I think the worst part is, I feel like I need to go to battle to beat over the Sunflower. Okay, at the very least, they cannot... At the very least, they cannot beat over the Psychic Minister yet. They will. They inevitably will. See how they get to go Barkion. That only negates... That negates traps. And that beats over Minister, sure. Mole Cricket. Yeah, it's Camellia. Camellia to send. Sacred Tree to add. That gets blessings. They have blessings. They do have blessings. I think they have double blessings. Which is not once per turn, mind you. So I can go a Tree of Blessing, Reborn, or special summon anything from hand or grave. Synchro into the It's funny. Because I feel like if I had saved the... Sent from Field of Grave, Special Summon. When this card is sent from Field of Grave. I think they just have lethal. Oh, they're not going for blessings? I thought they were going to blessings for Exterio. Special from hand or grave. They're going for blessings to special. It's funny because I think they do honestly have, yeah, Naturia Beast plus Naturia Barkion. They can legally summon the Exterio here. Okay. I don't think it's impossible to break through this board. They are going to be able to break through this board. They get to go Sunflower here, tripping off probably the wall, but milling 2 instead. I can go Imperm to negate, they Barkion. And the worst part is, they have the Sunflower for next turn. Now, the only thing that really would have saved me was, like, Dark Ruler no more. I know, I go Zealman, they go Sunflower. Here. Yeah, there we go. I guess just go. Force out the Stink Bug. Not using the Stink Bug is interesting. Try again. Oh no. I kind of have to hope that Imperm, Fua, and Act Blossom are going to be enough to stop. I don't think it's going to be enough to stop them. think I should have gotten Imperm instead of Ash Blossom for that. That way I could have saved it for the Joyous Spring, saved it for the Soul Servant. Timaeus. I think Timaeus on top is... Okay, okay. As long as I have a punk. I should have been more specific. I should have been more specific. Send a second rod. I'm gonna go Fua. Ash Blossom, okay. Then I'll save the Imperm for a different one, then. Chances are they're gonna go Dark Magician Knight. They're going Dragoon. Do I have a way to beat Dragoon? Is the thing. I guess I theoretically do if they decide to. Okay, they can only draw one though, which means they have a negate for next turn. And if they decide to set it, they have no negates for next turn. Shooting Dark Magician Girl. Okay, they have no negates for next turn. As long as I can literally get any punk card. That works. That works so well. Okay. Imperm. Doesn't matter. Okay, well, I do need to be very mindful of my effect usages here. This has to target, right? Target, yep. That's also something. Do I have anything that doesn't target? I think everything really targets one. Yeah, I'll just go Rising Scale. Make my life points as low as physically possible. Draw one. Gain. And GG. for just over lethal. For just lethal, in fact. I need to actually... I need to aim for one more trap card, 2 more synchro summons, which should be easy, as long as I can. Okay. Okay, in 59 cards, you think they draw the Maxi? You think they draw the Mulcharmies? Okay. 1 card combo time. I'll use Daemon plus Shirakusai. They might have drawn an Ash. Let's test it. No Ash. Did that really toggled off? Okay. We are good on the Ash front. They might still have Nibiru. This will be the ultimate test on whether or not they have Nibiru. Need to go. Jam Drive. Let's go Zaelman. You're not summoned back Zaelman. No Flash, so no Nibiru yet. That was the 5th. This is the 6th summon. How do I want to do? I might get Shirakusai just for the sake of having an extra body. I do get to draw an extra card. Say Almond. Or the Rising Scale. Pot of Greed for the cost of 1200 life points. I go Jam Fever using the Jam Dragon. I'll banish the Ogre Dance. Might have actually wanted to go for the Minister. Hey, Evelyn, the Mermaid. How are you doing today? Or Murder Maid, in fact. How are you doing today? I'm gonna go... I can go Shirakusai here. I go to Yu-Gi-Oh! It is going. Go Shirakusai here. Do I want to end on an SP play? I can go... Just reading the news of Sacred Beast support. Yeah, it's quite good, in all honesty. Okay. I will, in fact, get Madam Spider for the trap card, go for an SP play with the Zay Almond, and then leave the last couple cards up for a Jam Dragon play. Not the best, but it can work. Triple Compulse on the opponent's turn is never a bad thing. And there was no harm in activating the Zayaman there, though. The Beast will stop being glorified use bell support, sort of. I mean, there's still Fiend... Well, still a whole bunch of Fiend monsters in there, so... Inevitably, the U-Bell comes for us all. Okay. Yeah. Pop the Lordly Load, prevent it from activating. Yeah, they'll function as a deck, for sure. In fact, they'll function as a pretty solid deck. Maybe not meta, per se. Okay. I will... I will banish both of those until the end phase. That way... Is more anything the Egyptian gods ever accomplished? Absolutely. Heck, even before the support, they were at least an archetype that had multiple cards. The gods basically just have like tangential support to other archetypes. Actually speaking, Divine Beast. Oh, I went right past it. Divine Beast. Like, Obelisk has, like, technically 2-3 cards. Or if you count Fist of Fate. I guess breaking the rule. I mean, yeah. Obelisk has 4 archetypal cards. Cypher has, like, 3. Even less than that, 2. So crazy to me that God's Beast support quality isn't reversed. Kind of, yeah. Like, the only one that has, like, technically speaking, a deck is Raw. And even that is just not that great. But none of the other gods have any real archetype. Yeah. You'd think the Egyptian gods would get all the good stuff, and the sacred beasts would be kind of given the leftovers, given that the gods are infinitely more popular than the sacred beasts, unfortunately. But no, the sacred beasts... Hold on. Sacred... Like... Oh, well, I guess I don't really have too many cards of that. At least have, like, a deck associated with them. They have multiple archetypal cards and can be fit into the same deck together without feeling like it's overcrowding. With the Egyptian gods, you really can't do that. You basically need to give Slifer his own deck, Obelisk his own deck, and then Ra his own deck. Or else it just becomes a brick fest. But at the very least, with the Sacred Beasts, you can kinda just shove them into a deck. And it works. Not always great, but it works. Okay. That's all the dailies. Guess let's keep going with Punk for a little bit longer. I guess, yeah, the beasts were kind of designed to work together. Like, I forget the name of the guy who uses them in the anime. What was his name? Orochimaru? Is that his name? Orochimaru? Because Orochimaru played them all in the same deck. Whereas the gods were split between... Yeah, the gods are just kind of Earthman immortals without a specific gimmick. Yeah, kinda. Beta, Maxine, Ash. Oh, okay. For tomorrow, and then you Bell use them for a bit, yeah. I know. I guess that's kind of where... Oh, Imperm? Valor. Okay. I can work with that. You want to go... This plays around Imperm a little bit better. It's not good. What do I even banish? I guess Foxy Tune, actually. Well, actually Imperm. I think Imperm is probably for the best, because I could go Psychic Minister. These engraved or banishment. Silent Psychic. I don't have a 7. Oh wait, hang on. I kind of messed that up. I actually think I had a line, maybe not too lethal, but this has an effect that targets a monster that's banished, special summon it. Oof. Do I want to go Jam Tribe? MK2 might be the better play. Forgot about that line of text on MK Blaster too. I'm gonna use have their fusions as their big showstoppers. And the gods are supposed to be the showstoppers, but just can't deliver. Yeah, that too. I guess just play around the idea that there is going to be no next turn. Just go Foxy Tune. Send the Maxi. Back on. Maybe there was a time where they could just show Sliper and Obelisk into DM and Blue Eyes, but those decks already have win cons. They don't necessarily need anything else, yeah. Yep, let's go. Finish the Foxy Tune. Just add the trap for the sake of it and go. What do we get off the draw? This is a Shirakusai. Banish the Minister, banish the trap. You think I should have lethal here? Oh, they had... Oof. They did have Fualos. Here's the thing. Oh, I even have Jam Dragon. Is that enough? That is just barely... That would have been just barely enough with Psych again, Punisher. I needed the Jam Dragon, actually. Thank goodness they didn't have evenly matched. How else would you build, like, the Egyptian gods? Outside of make... I guess they already kind of are. Because... Hold on. You know, I think Kaiba has... Or there's some blue-eyed card that search Obelisk or something. I guess technically Soul Energy Max. No. No, okay. What do I suppose Slifer? Not like that. There we go. Isn't there like a... a like Royal Straight card or something that also counts? Joker Straight. No. Is there not? I thought there was like a card that synergized the face cards with Slifer, but I guess not. Huh. I guess Slifer will have to be kind of discontent with King's Knight. And Obelisk just gets the scraps of Kaiba. Foolos. Foolos Imperm. Oh, by Crescent. Might be fine on its own. Okay, that's fine. Add MST at Eldem. I guess shotgun the Foolos. If they have Ash, they have... Okay, they have Ash. They get access to MST anyway. Whether I... Like, yeah... I can imperm this, I could imperm the Eldem, I could imperm the Link too, but it doesn't really matter because they find a way to MST anyway. The only card that really stops this deck is Droll, and even that's debatable. Well, no, not Nibiru. Nibiru, they don't summon nearly enough for Nibiru. Unless there's some kind of engine. That gets swim. No, that's not necessarily true. They do summon enough for Nibiru. Like, this would be the 4th summon. I can see a world where they are able to summon another one. Like, there it is. Level 6, MST. Ooh. There is the bird. Jin? Jin? Wait, are they not? I see. I thought there was a Radiant Typhoon that win-locked. Is it because I impermed? Kraus is the card that win-locks you, and I negated that. It's like, yeah, it's the obvious Ash target. Man. Like, yeah, sure. I didn't expect them to have Imperm, or to have... Fiendsmith. Only thing that really... I needed any other name. I mean, I would not have won through Caesar MST Negate. So that's unfortunate. And I chose the exact wrong card to negate. Is Imperm. Okay. Stand by main. Telly. Rosette Almond. They have Imperm or Valor. Come on, bait. Imperm. Don't really have a solid pick for a Serene, but that's fine. Go. They have another one. Oh, because then if you have a trap in your grave, add a Dominus card. I can't use the Ash Blossom there, which is funny. To banish the Fuelos. But negate its effects, yeah. Actually, imperm. Well, okay. Okay, Sinful Spoils via Bellstar is fine, I guess. Lago. No, it's not actually, because I don't think I can beat this. So double imperm. Wanted for Diabellstar, San Mu Lago, or set a card pattern. Set a card for Diabellstar. They're setting the deception now. So, oh no wait, deception triggers in the end phase, doesn't it? Yeah, during the end phase. It's not like the White Horse, which activate immediately. Diabellstar. Sinful Spoils, get back. Double back the Lago for the Hollowed Azamina. Go again for... Oh, we're getting Dark Magician of Destruction to add a Dark Magician card. Magician's Rod, have not normal summoned yet. Normal summon to get the field spell, I imagine. Going for Gaze of Timaeus. That's gonna get the Sylvia. We have a way of... All that for Red Eyes Fusion? Heck, I feel like that's kind of a waste. Also, Dark Magician. Yeah, Dark Magician from hand is unfortunate. I feel like that's kind of a waste to use. Yeah, they need to affect monsters. Why did we use the Sylvia for this? Like, if I was holding Nibiru, they would have died. I mean, not necessarily. They would need a lot for the Nibiru to do. I guess that's the thing. The Nibiru does a lot against something like a Dragoon Pile, but only if they've already used basically everything. Only the Ash Blossom. And 3 normal summons. Well, 2. I know where this is going. SP Little Knight? Where are we going with this? Okay, hang on. Serene Psychic Girl, do you take the bait? Bait taken, okay. I need to remember, this is technically generic. Okay, so I can go, oh wait, shoo. I might honestly have more success just going for... I might honestly just have more success going for this Aeon line. Granted, if they have Imperm, which I'm betting that it is, yep, I die. Well, hold on. What does it draw? I can work with that, actually. Okay. I'm glad they surrendered, because my board would have been lackluster at best. Alright, I think just one, actually. Okay, never mind. Next one, we'll break it off just a little bit. I've got... But after that, work in about an hour and 15. Probably stopping like anywhere between 15 to 45 minutes. Extra. Old Charmy's gonna have to do some work. And unfortunately, it's man. I'm looking, go for office. You know what? I'll just shotgun the Multichat Poolos. If you have Ash, you have Ash. I'm not going to sit through any more of it, because I know that this deck does not lose to Multichat Poolos. Like, I might get a draw from the fusion if they decide to use it. Exactly. Italy. They have one Apophis, one type. That's actually a big problem. Hang on. There is a line around it. It's not a great line, but it's a line, that's for sure. Let's face a monster. Like, I'm still dead here. The unfortunate truth is I'm still dead here. This prevents targeting, right? Granted, they need to keep man with the mark. They can't get rid of it because of... They have a way. They have a way to out the MK Blaster, right? Surely. Yeah, they have Verdict of Anubis. I guess what's funny about that... Yep, man. Ausa. An Ausa they can't really use, actually. I guess, like, they crash the Ausa, add back man, send the Fiend, and set an Apophis trap. This is not a quick effect, right? Or one card your opponent controls, destroy it. Okay. I need to make sure I understand. Verdict of Anubis is spell, trap card, while you control 3 or more other spells and traps, negate the activation if you destroy it. Then you can just roll Temple of the Kings, destroy as many monsters as your opponent controls. So I can go... Banish the Osa. Do I have a line to lethal? I don't think I do. Negate, okay. Verdict is, while you control 3 or more other spells and traps. That gets another Apophis Swamp Deity. That is negated. It's not really a Psychic with 2, is there? I mean, there is. It's just kind of... Hold on. Do I understand how this card works? Until the end of this turn. Okay. That's the thing. I don't think I am. Ausa is sent to grave, does not trigger. I guess they beat into... Wait. Oh, the fusion monster. That's a reptile, isn't it? Yes, it is. Contributing to Apophis monsters. Does it target? I can banish it with the MK Blaster. Oh no, anyway. I mean, that is theoretically a problem if... There's no way they're not playing the fusion. There is no way they're not playing the fusion. Come on. Decent monster on the field. Can't gain life points, that's fine. Battle phase. Only use one, yeah. I guess just go for the rising scale. Is that torrential? It's torrential. Okay, at the very least, I now have a theoretical out to Verdict of Anubis. If I can survive. There is a... Be sacred. They go Verdict of Anubis to protect. No, they're not. Oh, because that gives him a line to lethal. Yep. Yeah, I should have saved it for my turn. Okay. Force this out. Come on, force it out. Rivalry starts applying again. Way up. Yeah, I lose. Okay, sure. I think if I... Oh no, I knew they had the... I didn't think about the torrential, which was a misplay. I played into that far too much in trying to push for lethal. I think keeping the... Keeping literally any other of the level 8s would have been better for me. I was still in that game for a surprisingly long time, for what it's worth. Ash Blossom Imperm. Not the worst. Not the best, but not the worst. It is pretty good. If they have Maxi, though. Roll does kill me. It is not impossible to play through Duelist. It's impossible to play through Maxi, but it's not impossible to play through Duelist. Yep, okay. give them nothing, essentially. It is... Unironically, I think I would have rather played around Duelos than Maxi. Okay, play around Imperm by going for Jam. What if I have a replay? Doubt it. Well, let me know if you end up having a replay. Is this the Duelist Cup? This is the Duelist Cup. This is indeed the Duelist Cup. Yeah, it started last night. And draw an extra card just because. No, I'm not. I'm really not. Right, where is the... Nope. Okay. I'm surprised I lived. I want to see what that game was just so I can figure it out. What I played against, because I don't... Silver 2? Yeah, I'm Silver 3. I've played nothing outside of like one game every 3 days. Not one game. Maybe like 2 or 3. Because I've actually been playing. Like I said, you just figured out it started today. I'll go for one more game before I pack it up. I want to play... Wait, hang on. That's right. Did I not get any dailies? Or new dailies? I guess I didn't. Drawing junk armor is not great, but I can work with it. No non-engine though. It's gonna be a problem. Okay, it's not... I was gonna say, it's not impossible to break through Draco Tail, especially if they don't have Thymina. But they have Pan, they have a way to Thymina. Giving it Pin, Rahu. Add back Cartesia. Add back Pan. They got Kedu as well. Nah, I don't think I can win this. Kedu for Femina. Rahu, send Urgula plus Femina. Just to get... Actually, they get Horn plus Flame. Yep. I'm also already facing against actual meta archetypes as opposed to just like rogue, like man. I don't think it's impossible for this deck to play through certain interactions. Like, I think I could play through Flame. Yet, not through Branded Fusion, I'll be honest. They just had the nuts. Not with that hand, that's for sure. Heck, they could have gotten Sting to make it even worse. The text, not so far. Okay. Okay. There is a line that better not be troll. I have a line through Maxi. It's scrap and junk. Discard junk converter. That'd be fine. Okay, I could go scrap warrior with scrap synchron. Get to add anything or send anything. Actually, the line is probably just send a Anchor Bolt. I didn't mean to send it, but okay. Fellowship on the Scrap Warrior. Be able to normal summon the Junk Synchron. Junk Synchron for the full speed. Junk Speeder. This does die to Nibiru. Oh, I didn't get the wheel synchron. That's unfortunate, but I can live with it. Crossroads. Mila. We got the jet. Need a... Okay, I see the line. Dunk armor for another Stardust Synchron. Okay. Here we go. Crimson. Stardust for Stardust. We're on the floor. Go Formula Synchron. So it's done. Alt mode activate. Wait a second. Assault mode activate. Alt Sentinel. Okay. I wasn't even like really crazy synchron combo. That was just kind of, eh. Only technically 3 negates, which is crazy to think that that is technically only 3 negates. Okay. With that, though, you got some packs to open. Obviously, Lexi ticket. Get out of the way. There probably won't be anything good in you. Oh, nothing. I'll wait until later to do the Duelist Cup packs. I want to see if I can't get something out of it, strangely enough. There's not a lot to get out of it. Dark Magician, that's Settler Knight. Hard Warrior, Sonic Boom, Dark Burning Magic, Inheritance, Illusion, On of Teacher and Student, and a Buster Blader. Okay. Got Radiant Stone Dragon. Piercing Pendulum, Edge and Chain, Wind and Thunder, Mirrorer, Dusty Break, Mechanical Archfiend, Successor Soul, and a First of the Dragons. Shiny. Okay, nothing special there, but that's fine. There is a new mate-based Dominus Spiral and a new wallpaper of Dominus Spiral. There is also the Radiant Typhoon bundle. Okay, I don't know how good this will be. I think Radiant Typhoon is an interesting deck to look into, but I probably won't. It depends. Assault Teleport, Goki, Assault Reboot, Gyarados, Doomkaiser, Assault Reboot, that is Rosea, and a Assault Mode Red Dragon Archfiend. Let's just get something really good off of this 10-pack. Suprex, Tragedy Twins Rules, Face Turn, Blaster, Counter, 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 Wind Miyabi. Just counter, counter, counter. 3 counters in a row. That you never see that happen. Assault Counter, for Scorpio, Ascendance, Sorceress, Apprentice, that is Red Dragon Archfiend, Doomsday Break, Deactorus, and Dominus Spiral is actually a pretty decent one to... It's actually pretty decent. Just pick up. Bear Hug, Apprentice, Mars Saint. Wait, more. Do some cards. Spell Trap Stones, special on this card. Special on this card. Once per turn this way, you can only use these shield effects. The face of the spell card you control is target links each monster you control attached to this card. That is barely anything. Sentinel, finishing move, Mercenary, and here's this the Galated Glutton. Card is unaffected by that activated effect. That's interesting. Not great, but it's interesting. Assault Overload, Turmoil, Archmage, Turmoil, Chaos, Bear Hug, Octo Stretch, Scorpio, Doomsday Charge, and Goki Machine Suprex. A Manifestation, Mars Saint. Ooh, that is Vibrant Vortex, Assault Counter, Junk Mode, or Junk Warrior Assault Mode. Arcane Apprentice, Side Reflector, Wheel, Pen of Gildos. Hyper Psychic Blaster, Summon Storm, Goki Guts, Assault Overload, Mercenary, Assault Move 0, Summon Storm, Assault Beast. Also from your hand. Okay. Scorpio, Apprentice, Revival, Counter, Tensu, Gildos, Goki the Power Load Ogre. That's fine. Okay, the one and only UR of the pack. Well, second UR of the pack. That is Ascendance, Twist Cobra, Ascendance, Nightwing Sorceress, Goki Guts, Chant, Counter, and Radiant Typhoon Vision is not bad. Assault Overload, Activate, Goldos, Sorceress, Iron Claw, Tag Partner, and a Doom Z. That is 7/7 Alara. Doom Z's. Okay. Nothing great. Omnis Spiral is nice. I guess that's a start to the Radiant Typhoon stuff. Again, I don't really know how much I actually would want the Radiant Typhoons. Oh god. Shows up. Do we want? Is there a want to do a 10 pull? Not really. I think I'm just gonna save it. Like, unless something happens in the near future where I get like a royal of something, I don't think I'm gonna go after any other new decks for the time being. Or either that, or I try to build decks that I already like have royals for. Okay. That is enough for me. I need to actually need to go to the bathroom. Yes, that is. How did you get underneath it? I don't know how my chair got underneath my desk mat, but it found a way. I guess this is as good a time as any to kind of wrap up stream. Thank you, everyone who decided to stop by. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your night. Take care.